Hey, everybody, it's Chase with AVA Pop Culture. What is going on? How are y'all doing tonight? Hey, Trek or Not, William. You may skip Riddick. I want it, but I can't understand why they'd censor that. Yeah, we're going to get to that in just a minute. I am not the happiest camper on that. Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure you can hear me okay. Can you guys hear me all right? All right. Dr. Drew Dude, what's up? Yeah, some chatter that it could be due to controversy around Vin Diesel. We'll talk about it. I don't know that Vin Diesel has that kind of power to change an edit of a movie. Gary's Comics and Movies, what's up? Becca, hey. The mail will get to you eventually, Becca. Beetlejuice, what's up? We got 19 people popping in. That's pretty good. I wasn't sure because I had to do Wednesday night this week. My son's football banquet is Friday night. And we're going to a Christmas vacation special screening and sing-along and costume party at the Spring Cinema and Tap House tomorrow. Sako, yo, we live. Yeah, we are live. Becca's like, I live out in the woods. Takes shit a while to get here. Steelbook Collector 99, what's up? I think I finally have this sat in the right place where I can see the chat as it pops up. Got my we got a lot to talk about tonight. I had to get something to drink and be ready. Tis the season. Hey, Marty. You're there in the Catskill. That's New York, right? $33 people in here already. 10 likes already. Apparently, if we get those likes up, it gets more people to see it. So everybody's like, drop the elbow on the like button or whatever they want to say. Musashi? Did I say that right? Musashi? What's up? I'm probably butchering that. I apologize if I am. 35 people in climbing. What is up? Everybody, I appreciate you hanging out. We got a lot. We got a lot to talk about. I'm going to try to give everybody a couple minutes. It's only like 8:01, 8:02. Ben, hi, I'm watching the first movie ever to win Best Picture 1929, the 1927 movie Wings. All right. Have I ever seen Santa Claus from 1985 with Dudley Moore? I'm not sure if I've seen that or not. I can't. That seems familiar, but I don't recollect any of it. So I did get something cool in last night. Let's see if I can. Where did I put it? I got it way early. I don't think it officially releases for like another week. I got Terrifier 3 Steelbook in last night. And my son is super pumped. We're probably going to watch this later tonight because when I tried to take him to see it, they would not let us in the movie theater. They said, even with me, and he just turned 14, they're like, oh, well, NGC theaters, it wasn't showing at the right time at AMC, and they were different, but they were saying NGC theaters are approaching it like it's an NC-17, even though it's unrated. They wouldn't let us in. So he's excited to see it. Super cool. Just got it. Got here late last night. Like it was pouring down rain here. and it got here last night. So super cool. Be watching this sometime later this evening, most likely, to see if it makes my upcoming 10. I mean, I'm either going to do 10 or 15 best Christmas horror movies of all time. That's coming up. We'll see if this one makes it. I haven't seen it yet, so I couldn't put it on any list before. Twisters is on Peacock. I still haven't watched that since I got it. Sacktown, Sacramento in the house. Brad, Mike Crawford, how's it going? Jerry, how's it going? Love your live streams. Best wishes from London. Hey, Jerry checking in from London. So you are, it's like what, 1 a, is it like 1 a.m. in London right now? Make sure you have chairs and seatbelts for Terrifier 3. I worked with the guys, that produced this movie and stuff on a movie here. And they were involved in my film festival I had down here in Atlanta for a while. Dark Room Reviews, what's up? I thought it was a 5-hour difference, Jerry. I was trying to remember for sure. I do have the Friday the 13th, Sean, still. Matter of fact, I can show you. I haven't sold anything yet. Like all this stuff that I have for sale is stuff that a few of the things are stuff that I got as a gift from like my mom and stuff like that, but I had already bought or, stuff like that. Like the Friday the 13th, for instance, like when we thought it was going out of print, we went and bought an extra one and it's not going out of print. So, or at least it is eventually going to, Arrow swears when they sell all these, they're gone, but I don't need to set on 2 of them. So I'm just trying to get back what I spent. So I'm selling like this. Beastmaster, I never opened it and I was able to get the VSU. So I'm selling that. To be honest, like this movie I watched once and I probably won't watch it again. So I'm selling that. I got an extra second sight set of You're Next because I bought one. And this was back when I first came back to not when I first came back to collecting, but like early on, like my wife bought one. She ordered one and I ordered one. She didn't know I had ordered it. And she thought we were afraid that everything was going to sell out. She was afraid that everything was going to sell out and I was going to have to go find stuff on eBay. That's how I got a couple of these, is because she bought for me and I had already ordered. So that's what happened with You're Next. That is also what happened with When Titans Ruled the Earth and with Navy SEALs. Like these are because we both ordered because she was afraid that I was going to miss it. Because I'm not always at home when the drops are happening, or I'm having to like work with my kids on their schoolwork. So sometimes it would get hairy there for a while until we got the schedule figured out. And so she would be ordering something from work and I would have already ordered it at home. So I ended up with 2. And I mean, as you can see, I'm not like trying to sell them for like some big profit or something. I'm just trying to sell them for what I got into them. Same thing with this. This is out of print. This is the Zavi big set of Beetlejuice. Comes in that box and all that kind of stuff. And to be honest, I bought this to get the poster that I didn't have. So I don't need 2 of these. I got another one up there. So that's all the stuff I'm selling. So if you guys are interested in it, it's posted on my community tab. Hi from Michigan. Edward, hi from Michigan. Todd, what's up? You think some Steelbook Collector 99, you think some sales will come back out before Christmas, on movies? I don't know, because like I know that like Barnes and Noble, they're probably going to have an Arrow 50% off sale in January. So maybe, but like I've been trying to tell people with like my Amazon links, I noticed that Amazon still has a lot of Criterion for 50% off. Not all of them, but a lot of them still for 50% off. So there's still some sales to be had out there. Northern Ireland. Wow. Melvin, what's up? Nostalgic Podcast. Greetings from Atlanta. I'm about 30 minutes outside of Atlanta. Nostalgic Pod Blast, first time viewer. Well, welcome to the pop culture family. You're in Atlanta. I am in Gwinnett County, Georgia. So I'm about depending on red lights, I'm about 30 minutes from the Fox Theater in Midtown. John Doe Juggalo, food evening to you too, buddy. Quietly Games, hello. Just got your second sight, Creep, in the mail today from Orbit. I know nothing about that movie. You guys are going to have to tell me about that movie. Look at Sacco coming in right off the rip early, giving out 5 pop culture memberships. So that's an awesome gift. I always say this. I love it. I think between Patreon and YouTube, we're up to about 75 members now. Now that's going to be about 80. That's super awesome because you get to see all that behind the scenes stuff. And I've been working on a couple of videos for Back There now. I appreciate that, Sacco. I love it. I love it when more people get to access that stuff and see it back there. So welcome aboard, all of you who Sacco gifted the memberships to. I love it. Appreciate that, man. Billy, what's up? Did you check out the Warner Archive sale on Moviezine? Just started today. Picked up 19 titles. Wow. I did not see that. No, I have not seen that. Moviezine. Home of the DeLorean, Titanic, ejector seat, jump. We do some serious shit over here. Ben, Chase is a great show for all the newbies. I appreciate that, man. If anybody can pick up anything out of it, I love that. I love it. Steelbook Collector, from your top 15 Christmas movies, you ordered The Family Man, Jingle All the Way, and Daddy's Home 2. Enjoy those. Like, I really think Daddy's Home 2 is super underrated. The first one is okay. The second one is completely different. When you put in Mel Gibson and John Lithgow, and then you make it a Christmas movie, it's so different than the first one. Quietly Games, you're still waiting on Demolition Man. I did get my somewhere. So I got my Demolition Man yesterday. I have not opened it yet. So I got it yesterday. We might open it here tonight and see if it's got a card inside of it. See if we got any kind of new tip-offs to anything. I haven't seen anybody talk about this. I also blind bought this from Arrow. It came with it. Was The Last Video Store. And I don't know. I have not seen this. It says it's a love letter to video rental stores and the B-movie treasures that line their walls. So that sounds like it's right up my alley. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. It's so hard. You guys tell me if any of you are having this same problem. I have to watch stuff for the channel, but John Doe, we're going to get to the Riddick here in a few minutes. I have to watch stuff for the channel, but at this time of year, I almost feel like guilty if I watch something that's not Christmas related, because it's like you only have a certain amount of time to get all the Christmas movies and festivities and vibes in. So I feel like anytime I have time to watch a movie, it should be Christmas movie, whether it's a horror Christmas movie or regular Christmas movie or something. Do any of you guys ever feel that way? I keep having that struggle with myself. I feel like I always need to have Christmas stuff on there. It's like I can watch the other stuff next month, but then I keep putting that stuff off. Maybe it's just me because I'm a big kid about Christmas, but that's how I keep feeling. James, what's up? So Sacco, I'll tell you, Demolition Man is one of my favorite. You're not sure you want to upgrade. I'll let you know when I do my review. I'm sure people have done reviews, but the fact that it has has so many features in it, and I love this movie. But the fact that it has a cut, the international cut, where it is Pizza Hut instead of Taco Bell, and I've never seen that before, didn't know it existed, man, that was enough for me to buy it. That was enough for me to buy it right there. I would have bought it anyway. Anything Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger 4K, I'm going to buy it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to buy it. Same thing with Harrison Ford if I can get it. Mel Gibson, any of their, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. Becca, okay, Becca, so you get it. You get it. Random Hero, welcome to Pop Culture Fans. Thank you. You joined up. Appreciate that. Welcome. Welcome. We'll open it here in just a second. How about we just go ahead and open it? We'll open it and look at it. Becca gets it. It's like I feel guilty not watching Christmas movies because I have the whole rest of the year to watch all the other movies because I will not watch Christmas movies the rest of the year. I kind of find it depressing. I don't know why. I find it depressing to watch Christmas movies when it's not Christmas. So we're going to open this thing. So they kind of changed their chunky boxes. They went with this like slip version. How it comes out, I don't know. Okay. So their chunky boxes are not quite as chunky anymore, and they have a slip over them now. So there is the slip. I'm not the craziest about that art. The shield looks cool. I don't like that art so much. But these chunky boxes, I don't think are as thick as the old ones. I mean, maybe they are. I guess so. I guess they are. It just doesn't look like it for some reason. Okay. In here, here's the booklet, all that kind of stuff. I like this flat finish kind of. I kind of like that better. And then the 4K with the original art here. I want to see the card inside. So it's got some art cards in here. Got more art cards. Did I not get a card in here? Look at this. I didn't. Everybody else is getting like fistful of dollar, like getting Dollar Trill. I don't even have a card. Like a coming soon movie card, it doesn't look like. Isn't that some bullshit? I didn't get one of any kind for any movie. Art cards. Here's the movie. Single disc. Single disc. I guess I realize usually at least a 2-disc. Single disc. Yeah, but see, I feel like the Warriors was bigger, and I got the Arrow version of the Arrow store version of the Warriors. I can't believe I didn't get a card of any kind. Maybe it's mixed up in this stuff. It is not. So everybody else got a card, like with an upcoming, coming soon movie on it. I didn't get shit. Oh, only the review copies came with a card? Maybe that's it. Although, like, my Friday the 13th stuff came with a card in it for the sale. And that wasn't... I'm not special enough. See, y'all, I'm not big enough. I think you got to be at 10,000 before they pay you any attention, to be honest with you. I think you have to have 10,000 subscribers before they start paying you any attention. Lone Soldier Blockbuster dropped artwork. Yeah, I know that art because I got to see it before anybody else. I got to see it a little while before I just can't say anything. But it looks good. It's better than that steelbook, plain steelbook. Ben, Chase denied. Wait, what did I do? Oh, yeah, for the, yeah. Yeah, I can't get it back on. There it goes. I don't know. Like, this is, I can't wait to watch the Pizza Hut cut. I got to be honest. Let me see if I can catch back up with the chat real quick. Becca, what does it put knots in your stomach for? Oh, if you stray. Yeah, like it makes me feel bad because I'm like, December 11th, only got like a couple more weeks to watch Christmas movies. Let's see. Try to catch up in here. Thin crust pepperoni. So I'm the guy that I like pan pizza and hand tossed. Yeah, the box itself is not great on this, but like this is the standard. So like they covered it up. Ben said, for any new people, Chase also studied movie making, has made several horror movies. That's true. If you're new, yeah, I mean, I taught film studies and I've made 8 movies, a bunch of music videos, and all that kind of stuff. I actually have a big announcement on my movies. I'm going to tell you, you guys are going to be the first to know this, other than Daniel at Cobwebs, Brian at the Last Movie Standing, Frank's Media and Reviews, and John over at Let's Talk Media and Entertainment, because we're in a chat together. And I told them when an email came in today. So I'm going to drop some big news on you guys, potentially big news. About one of my movies and a boutique that you all love. Yeah, it's a great group of guys in the chat. Like we just kind of stayed in a chat together after we did a live stream. So I guess I'll wait just a few more minutes until I drop that big potential news on one of my movies in one of the boutiques that we all love so much. Mike, what's up? Glad you made it. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the Riddick thing, because I am not happy about this. I'm not happy. So I got Riddick, and then I saw Dawn of the Discs today say that it's censored, that it's been cut and edited. And then I read I read how it had been edited. And hey, Juanita, checking in for a few. So there's a scene at the very end of this movie where Riddick is saved by Katie Sackhoff. And they're, they got a vibe in the movie. And as she rescues him and they're going up, she has like she says a sexy like callback to something earlier in the movie. And he squeezes her butt just for a second as she leans into him. And then they get pulled up to safety. They cut out him squeezing her butt. They cut that out, and it goes to a weird, you see him start to reach, and then it goes to like a weird, it jumps the angle, and then it just fades out to black as they're still talking. Like, of all the things to censor out, like, are you censoring that for political correctness, or because now suddenly somebody doesn't feel appropriate? It's appropriate. It was important. Honestly, it mattered to their characters. It was the way she talks and looks at him and grabs onto him and says the kind of callback to earlier in the movie, and then he grabs her butt and they're looking at each other, you know, longingly. It's it should have been there. It should have stayed there. There, like, here's the problem I have with it, because I've heard some people say, well, maybe it's Vin Diesel asking that to be done. To be honest with you, and my boy Daniel said that too, I don't think Vin Diesel has the power for that. I really don't. I might be wrong, but I mean, because he is also producer on it. But I just don't feel like he has the power to change an edit in the movie. And if he did, why wouldn't he have already done it? Yeah. So why so Bluetooth said that it was the director. So bullshit. So here's what that, I know it seems like such a small thing. I know it seems like a small thing, and I'll try to catch back up with this in just a second in the chat, guys. But I just want to say my piece on it. It feels like such a small thing. It is not, because the one big thing that a lot of us physical media fans and collectors tout, the part of the importance of buying physical media over streaming is to get away from censorship, like recency bias censorship, like applying a woke standard, whatever, a today's standard, political correct standard, I don't care what standard, all the stuff that's happened in, like, you take last 5-10 years standards and apply it to movies that are 15, 25, 45, 55, 75 years old, are older in the case of Gone with the Wind. You go back and retroactively edit movies. I am not okay with that in any way, shape or form. And you can say, oh, it's just a little butt grab. That's how it starts. Like, we have seen too much in the past 5-10 years that starts with something simple and then it continues to go. So I'll use this example. We won't get into anything like political out in the world or anything, but I'll use this example. Somebody said, hit that like button. It does help. There's 72 of us in here. That's awesome. Sacco, Daryl Hannah's butt and splash. Disney is a bad culprit. They edited stuff out in Adventures in Babysitting. They're using AI to change stuff. You can't, don't rewrite the past. I was a history teacher too. I do not like that shit. You're doomed to repeat a past if you don't learn from it. Movies to me are art. Art marks the time. Art is not safe. I had that discussion with Bill Mosley. Art should never be safe. It's not safe. Like, you leave it how it's supposed to be. But I'll use an example. So I'm a big fan of the Disney parks, going to Disney World. My family and I go to that. We're big fans of the parks. I'm a huge fan of Walt Disney himself. They started a thing a few years ago called Genie Plus, where they took away the free fast passes. Everybody used to get 3 free fast passes. Cowabunga dude, what's up? They took away the 3 fast passes, and they said, we're still going to have them, but now it's $15 a day per person. And I took so much heat because I told people, I had a channel where I talk about theme parks and stuff, and people hated me. I lost like 1,000 subscribers because I said, this is how it starts. It will not, it seems innocuous now. It's $15. It's not, you think it's not a big deal. It's just $15. It will not stop there. Oh, yes, it is. They got to make money. They got to make money. It didn't stop. Then they went and they instituted flexible pricing. So certain times a year, certain days a week, that would go up to $25, $35, $45, $65 a person. And then they leave that, and now they added, well, if you want to be able to get a fast pass for all the rides, it's like $400 a person. And it's just this, we've seen too many examples of the slippery slope in the past 10 years or so, where you give somebody an inch and they take a mile. You take out the butt squeeze in this, the next thing you know, they start changing dialogue that they feel, I don't want to be judged by that dialogue now. I heard today that, yes, the frog in the pot, William. Yep, it sure is. I also heard today that I think it's the French Connection, like one of the 4K restorations of the French Connection, edited out words. Like, they're bad words, they're racial words, but it's like, that's what was in the movie. You better not watch a Tarantino movie then. So, that not censoring movies was a big thing that we have in physical media over streaming. You cannot start taking that away, or we will die fast in physical media. Because I won't support buying stuff that's censored. I will not. Yes, it's the French Connection. So that is my piece. I'll try to catch up with here. I am not okay with censorship in any way, shape, or form. I'm a writer, a filmmaker, a painter. I taught history and film studies. Censorship has never in history been good. They have never been good. So, there you go. I'm going to scroll up here, guys, and try to catch back up just a little bit. Does anybody know if Galaxy Quest 4K is still dubbed over the swear words? I didn't ever know that had happened. I haven't watched mine yet. Alan, you hate censorship in movies? Yeah, it's do we paint over a Van Gogh painting? No, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Panic Room. I know that's going to be a Chase's target. That's like cutting out the smoking in Muppets Christmas Carol. Are the guns in it? Exactly. And do you know, that's a good point. Do you know that Spielberg laments, he hates the fact that they talked him and that he made the decision to do that in E.T. And now it's like Spielberg and Scorsese and a few others, like they bought Turner Classic Movies, and they're like on a crusade to stop movies from being changed, altered, anything else because of that. So he's somebody that went that way, and he's like, no, God, I messed up. What am I doing? This everything against what I stand for. Daryl Hannah's butt and splash. Yes, Disney extended her hair down further to cover up her butt. Like, it's a butt. Come on. Now I've heard a few people say it was the director that supervised it. So that's really sad. Cowabunga dude, what's up? Disney is overbearing. Disney, yeah, Luis, Disney is one of the reasons we need physical media. But if our boutiques start letting this happen, man, we can't do. And I love Scream Factory, Shout Studios. We can't do that shit. We can't. Like, they have to say, look, we can't. Like, no, like you can. No, just no. Like, no, you can't do that. Yep, the slips happening faster and faster. Trek or not, I do think there should have been something, because you also tout this back here as there's an unrated director's cut. So let's say that he wanted it cut out of the theatrical cut. I don't like it, but if you included the cut that still had it in there, then fine. But it's taken out of both of them. I checked. It's not in both. It's not in either one. And I'm like 2 seconds. really considering telling Screen Factory I want my money back on it because I don't want to support censorship. And it's damn shame because 4K looks amazing. But I don't want to support censorship. And I know it seems small. I know it seems small. You're always overreacting until they start cutting more and more. If they'll do it on one, they can do it on another. We do need more Stallone releases from Arrow. I really want to see, now that we know there's an over-the-top 4K coming overseas, we need Arrow or Vinegar Syndrome to put it out. Down with censorship. I am not about it. I've studied way too much history and I've made too many films and everything. That is like nails on a chalkboard to me. Do not censor stuff. It is up to me to decide what's appropriate for me. Yeah, Brent, I think you're going to have a lot. You're going to get blowback on this. What worries me is the non-censoring is one of the it was quality, protection from ever losing it so you could always watch it, and protection from censorship is what we have on physical media. And if you start censoring stuff, especially if you don't tell people and you start censoring stuff, we lose one of the biggest holds that we still have for physical media. And we can't do that, man. We cannot do it. Juanita, thank you. You're not overreacting. Censorship ruins movies. If you don't like it, just watch something else. That's right. Change the channel. Don't buy the movie. But you see, here's the thing. As a filmmaker, as an artist, I want you to feel something. If I'm making a horror movie, I want you to be afraid. I want you to laugh. I want you to be offended. I want you to be thought-provoked. I want you to have an experience. It's not always comfortable. So, it's like if you just play it safe all the time, you're missing out on a whole big world. Cobra needs an Arrow chunky box. I would love Cobra from Arrow, but I can totally see Cobra being a Vinegar Syndrome Ultra, like the big VSU. That would be awesome from Cobra. Yeah, Insomniac. I mentioned Adventures in Babysitting too. That pissed me off. That I love that movie and I know it word for word. And I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, hell no. Dante's Peak is up for pre-order now. I love that movie. That's a really good movie. Censor the volcano out. I mean, and they're clothed, and it's just a little. It's to show that whole banter back and forth at the end. They're coming together. She's giving him the look. She's giving him the call back. He gives her the little butt squeeze, and they go off into the sunset together, basically. Come on, man. Yeah. Song of the South. I think the whole reason we don't have a Gone with the Wind 4K is because of the controversy that they cooked up a couple years ago. And that's in my opinion, probably the greatest movie ever made. It's not my favorite. Rocky is my favorite movie, but I think Gone with the Wind may be the greatest film ever made. And we don't have a 4K. And if you buy the DVD, there's warning stickers stuck on it. I do like Volcano. I like with Tommy Lee Jones. I like it. I like those movies like that. Lord of the Rings, the greatest movie. My Uncle Terry would agree with you. He probably watches it 10 times a month. The Rocky 4K set is amazing. We just watched them we watched the first 3 in November. I'm going to watch the next 2 because to me, they're more Christmas movies here soon. I saw somebody in here say something about my dogs have the Longhorns number. They did. Them dogs is hell. They're tough. Hey, bud, how's it going? Sky, how about them dogs? Yeah, go dogs, baby. Go dogs. They are just they are tough as 10-year-old beef jerky, man. Mike Webb, so you like Godzilla -1? I like it too. Look, Armageddon is coming to 4K. I haven't seen that. That's news to me. Y'all are out there dropping news I haven't caught yet. That's my wife loves that movie, man. I agree, Insomniac. Yeah. Yeah, the Adventures in Babysitting, like, because I'm an 80s kid, man, and I crushed my whole life on Shannon Elizabeth. I mean, Shannon Elizabeth, Elizabeth Shue. Shannon Elizabeth's not bad either. Hey, I'm a Verhoeven guy. The Dirty Dutchman, I love Paul Verhoeven. You don't get a big argument from me. I'm going to do a deep dive on him. I love Paul Verhoeven. RoboCop, Total Recall. I mean, I Starship Troopers. I love Verhoeven. Oh, Armageddon still needs a 4K. Okay, yeah. Showgirls, yeah, with Verhoeven. Nothing wrong. I got Showgirls, got the VSU over there. Yeah, he doesn't like Hollow Man, but I actually like Hollow Man. I like it. 78 of us in here, 46 likes. Like it. Get more people in here. So I got some more news for you guys too. We're gonna talk some other physical media stuff. But I have some big news about one of my movies, and hopefully y'all all be able to get it. I'm trying to get to, I'm up to like 6,300 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 7,000 by the end of the year. It's a big stretch goal. I'm trying to get to 7,000 because you guys know somebody said I don't have any cards in my Arrow box because I don't have review copies. I don't think they pay you any attention until you get to 10,000. Yeah, I like Hollow Man too. All right, so the big news. Let's go ahead and do the big news. We'll do it at the halfway point. We'll give everybody about 3 or 4 more minutes to get in here. Ooh, my favorite boutique label. I mean, Arrow probably has the best combination. I think Scream Factory Shout, despite this, that pisses me off. I think they put out the most movies that I want to buy. Because rare is it with any boutique that they're going to drop 4 or 5 movies in a month and I'm going to want them all. And that happens quite frequently with Shout and Scream Factory. But Arrow has the best combo, I think, of good packaging and the 4Ks and the movies that I like. If Scream Factory, I want to stop holding this one up and find something else to talk about. If Scream Factory had Arrow's packaging, they'd rule all because their 4Ks are probably better than Arrow's overall. Saw movie, I've only ever seen the first one. I'm not a big Saw fan. I'm not a big torture movie, like that kind of movie fan. Sorry, Jigsaw. Iger and Shepik and yeah, Disney. Oof, Lord help. I know. I love my Arrow chunky boxes. Thank you. This Camilla, is it Camilla? This channel is so underrated. Something for everybody. I appreciate it. That's what a lot of people came in and they do just like news or 4K reviews, or they just talk horror, or they just talk this. I like everything. I'm a filmmaker. I'm an artist. I was a teacher. I like it all. So I want to share a lot of all with everybody. There's so much. I'm out here trying to bring Criterion only fans and like B movie vinegar syndrome only fans together and show them that they're similar and that you can like stuff on both sides. The Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yes. I had so much fun watching this. It looks so good. Do you know I'd never seen the second one, and I had so much fun watching this that I went and I ordered this from Amazon and it had a slip. Like, it had a slip. Unreal that it had a slip with it. Like, after all this time, it had a slip. I about peed my pants. It's in a little bent shape, but come on. Like, so I haven't watched this yet. I've never seen this. So me and my son are going to check these out, but this is a damn good 4K right here. Damn good. Love definitive. Yeah, me too. I love the definitive sets. Like, I love, I like that too. Yeah, if they shrink wrap there, it would protect them a little better. My locals within it. Yeah. Ben says, check out my Western recommendations video. I'm glad you got a lot of fun out of that, Ben. Like, that got me back into like wanting to watch more Westerns myself. And I really want that Criterion 4K of Winchester 73. That movie leans a little slightly horror to me, so I like it a lot. Yeah, the second one, Garbage Day. What's the most likes I had on a live? I think I had 84. I think that's the most I had because my man, Big Sal, who's not in here tonight. Oh, there he is. There he is. Let's hear the big announcement. I remember the 84 because he gave $1 for like every like, I think. So I remember 84 likes. I think it's probably the biggest. Insomniac, join in the club. All right, so here's my big announcement. It's not a done deal yet. It's not a done deal yet. I'm going to tell you exactly what they told me. But my movie, Bring Me a Dream, here's one still factory sealed. It only ever got a DVD release. It came out in January of 21. This is the one that stars Martin Kove, from Karate Kid, Cobra Kai, Sensei Kreese, and Tyler Mane, who was, Sabretooth, and who was Michael Myers in Rob Zombie's Halloween, stuff like that. And I wrote and directed this and filmed and edited it and everything else. So this is released by Magnolia Pictures, and they are now a partner with Vinegar Syndrome. And I got word today that they are negotiating to have Vinegar Syndrome, that the physical rights, it may not, it's up to debate whether it gets released as a partner label, or there is a chance that they're going to just pass on the physical media rights to Vinegar Syndrome, and this is going to get released as a Vinegar Syndrome film. So I just found that out today. Whether it's a partner label or what, like they've already talked about the art, like they're going down the road pretty far with it. I don't know if they'll have me in to do any kind of special features if it happens or anything else. I'm sure it'll be a Blu-ray release. This was filmed in 2.7K, so it wasn't 4K, it was 2.7. But it never got a Blu-ray, but it could look really nice on a Blu-ray because, it exceeds Blu-ray standards. It's not 4K, but it's 2.7K. So they could do a hell of I think Vinegar Syndrome could do a hell of a Blu-ray with it. And maybe they could fix a little bit of the audio problems there that we had on set. But That would be just really awesome. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. They don't like you have to fight with when you're an independent filmmaker. You have to fight with distribution companies to get any of your money. So I may or may not get any money out of it if it happens. But to just see it, if nothing else, to see it get the Vinegar Syndrome release. I hope it goes through. You know, things can happen at any moment, or it could take forever. Who knows? But Magnolia Pictures was about to give me back the physical rights because they weren't going to do anything else with the physical. They weren't going to release anymore. But here's like the back. So you see Martin Cove there. That's my friend April, who's the actress. And then that is Jesse Cove. That is Martin's son. He also stars in the movie. I think if you're a member, you can see the gag reel for this. I think I have the gag reel. Somebody said, what's it about? It's, well, it's about the Sandman. He's like, so a lot of people said this has a lot of Clive Barker influence. I never really paid attention until they said that. It's on the run for murder. Avery Quinn bursts into Alpha Omega Pi house looking for help. Desperate to prove her innocence and her sanity, she holds a handful of people hostage, and as a last resort, she summons the legendary Sandman to prove her innocence because that's who she said killed everybody. And now everyone has two choices: face their worst nightmares or die. So you never know what is a dream in the movie or is really happening and it's awake until it's too late for each person. And each person has to face their own biggest nightmares, their biggest fears. So some of them are psychological. Some of them are physical, all that kind of stuff. And it's pretty trippy. Thank you, Becca. Sako, not sure you want to upgrade your DVD. I have a few of these left. I have a few of these. I have a few Bring Me a Dream. I have a few of these Bring Me a Dream DVDs. I have a few Dark Road 79 Blu-rays and Creature Feature Blu-rays that I basically just been selling for $25 a piece until they're gone. Everything goes back into the channel to pay off everything I'm having to buy. Same reason I'm selling this stuff. I don't need these extras, and you know, it helps me pay for stuff so I can keep getting stuff and reviewing things, you know, for everybody. You guys all know, if you follow me for a while, like when the hurricanes came through and everything, I had a lot of house and damage and from rain. I mean, we didn't get it really bad here in Atlanta. We got such bad rain and wind that it destroyed my windows up front, and I was getting leaking into my living room. So it's been a rough year in that regard. So anything I can sell, I'm selling. It helps the channel. Big Sal, Marty, listen, man. I love Marty. Marty's like, he's more than a friend. He's kind of got to be like a family member. Talk to him so much. And Marty's a trip. Doing anything X-rated wouldn't bother him. What is the Becca wants to know what's some of the backstory on the girl that holds the people hostage. So you're thrown right into the movie. She, you know, like right into it. She's running for her life. She's covered in blood. She's got a gun in her hand. And the cops are after her. They think she's killed people. And we kind of see what happened to her in flashbacks. They're playing a stupid game. They do the summon the Sandman, and they think it's a game, except for it's not. And he kills everybody. And then they think it's her, and then they think she's crazy, and she's holding these people hostage. And to try to prove that she's not crazy, she makes them summon the Sandman too. So. Big Sal gifting 10 memberships. Holy crap. That is awesome. Brent got one. Marty got one. Nick and Golden Eddie. Cutie Cat 6. Patricia. Victor. Spooky Slots, My Chunky Geordie, Phoenix, Night Train. Wow, 10 members. Now we're about to 95 members and I know like all you guys won't keep it. That's okay. But we're at like 95 members. That is awesome. So there's a part in here that, man, Sal, Big Sal, that is Big Sal. That nickname is forever going to stick with him now. And I love it. But so the Clive Barker scene. So there is a girl in the movie who has a dream, and she's like, she's very sexually promiscuous. Let's just say that. And she demands her boyfriend like tie her up and whip her, but it doesn't go right. So there's definitely some Clive Barker Hellraiser in that scene, for sure. And I didn't see that I didn't think about it until it got reviewed. And then I was like, oh shit. Yeah, it is. Let's just say it does not work out for her to get tied up and whipped. Big Sal rolling through, dropping membership bombs. But y'all, I hate this artwork because Tyler Mane plays the Sandman, but he doesn't look like any kind of a monster. The only thing you see like every now and then is like when he's starting to do something, like the moonlight cracks through his face, like the Sandman moonlight. Otherwise, he's like all in a black trench coat, black hat, and he's got his big pocket watch for time, and it's all explained. Tick tock. But this artwork sucks. Doesn't do anything for the movie. So I would love to see. I fingers crossed it all goes through well, and we see this come out from Vinegar Syndrome, because man, I would absolutely love that. Even if it's a partner label, I don't care. I know that you can pre-order Dante's Peak through Orbit DVD. Orbit DVD. You got a movie today and it sounded like it had a loose disc and had 2 discs. Well, you won the double prize. I don't know how much I'll have in the say if they do it with, if Vinegar Syndrome does it. I really don't know what kind of say I would have in the art. With this, I had some say, but I didn't have the final say. I could give them 3. Like I could narrow it down to 3 pieces of artwork. And of course, they gave me like 7. And of course, they picked the one that I didn't like the most. So I would love to do a new director's cut of this, although I don't really have a lot of extra footage. Now, Dark Roads and Realm of Souls, my found footage movie. Those 2, I have a shit ton of extra footage for. Creature Feature as well. I could do long extended director's cuts of those. Matter of fact, Realm of Souls on the initial cut was like 2 hours and 7 minutes long, and I cut it to 1 hour and 40 minutes. Becca, thank you. She says Realm of Souls, Bring Me a Dream, and Barry Kane are all must see. So Becca has seen Realm of Souls. I don't know if I have it over here. Yeah, I do. This is one of my first movies. It's partly a found footage movie. But then it's a mix of found footage and standard, storytelling. And this movie, was literally like 2 hours and 7 minutes, 2 hours and 9 minutes, Becca. So like Becca's seen it. So there's a group of ghost hunters that are documenting like haunted places. And, so Becca, there's like 4 or 5 other places that we went where things happened, where there was like ghosts and other character development that all got cut out. So, but this one I will have all the rights back to soon too. That's me right there. I had to play in this one. I had to play in this one and in Dark Roads because, just to be honest, we ran out of money. Dark Roads, we had Bill Moseley to pay, Eddie George, the football player, to pay, Jessica Sonnenborn, who'd been in a lot of stuff, and David Flannery, who'd been in a lot of stuff, to pay. So we ran out of money, and I had to act in those. Oh yeah, Dark Roads is the one that I most want out there. I had actually reached out to Vinegar Syndrome myself about Dark Roads, so I'm hoping, because it's never been released. It's never been released, only at film festivals. So I'm hoping that if Bring Me a Dream goes through, that with Vinegar Syndrome, it could open the door to getting Dark Roads in there. Mr. Sandman, yeah. Brent, thank you. You said Dark Roads is really good. I'm the most proud of that movie out of everything I made, because I also had to write a lot of music for that movie. And there are actually scenes in that movie, you guys, scenes that I'm in that I'm actually filming too. There's a big scene in that movie where a whole group of people sitting around a campfire, and the person that I had hired did not know how to shoot that coverage. So I had to film every shot that I was not in and say my lines to the other actors. And then we had to go back and shoot my coverage with me just saying my lines without anybody else talking to me. I don't recommend that. That was very hard. Mozart's goes, how do I like to watch movies? OLED, LCD, or projector? So I don't have an OLED yet. That was my big Christmas present ask from like my mom and my wife, everybody together. So we'll see. Because I really want an OLED. I have two QLED TVs. One's a Sony Bravia, and one's a Vizio. And I have a projector, but it is not a 4K projector. So I have a projector and a screen where we watch stuff outside on my back porch because I have it lit up with like string lights. But I don't have a 4K projector. I'd love to have a 4K projector. Oh, Becca loves Buried Cane. Buried Cane is the one drama that I did. I'm pretty proud of that one too, but that one's very, very different. Very different from anything else I've done. That is really cool for summer night and fall night screenings, where you can bundle up just a little bit and set out there. It's fun. Yeah, Buried Cane is it's a pretty steamy drama though. I'll say that. Yeah, you do what you have to do, especially with independent films. Like, you got to do what you got to do to get it in the can. Do I have a timeline when the deal might be done? I do not. I literally got that email 2 hours before this live stream. So that's all the information I have at this point. But they said the email that I got said that they were negotiating it literally today still. So we'll see. Becca says it's the South portrayed correctly. That was a big thing for me because I'm from the South and I see Hollywood get it wrong a lot. Buried Cane is very steamy Southern Gothic drama. It's two brothers and their best friends who are two girls, and they grow up together in this small town, and the two brothers both love the one girl named Georgia, and the other girl named Faith is in love with one of the two brothers, and there's like this quadrangle that goes on. It's a hot mess. Steve, what's up? Everybody in the house. We got 84 people and 67 likes. We are less than 20 likes for my record of likes on here. And I know a lot of people. I don't know if Ken is still. I didn't see that he had a live stream coming up tonight. But I know his usually starts at like 9:45, so I figured a bunch of people would cut out on me then. But hopefully, he can get up there. Do your films have nudity? Yeah, some of them do. Yeah, I've had to do it. A lot of it got cut out of Dark Roads though, because the dream sequences, or the hallucination sequence, had to happen too fast. It had to all happen within 2.5 minutes. And each scene that we did ended up being filmed for like 3.5 minutes. So fortunately, I was able to cut it out, most all of it. Savannah's about 3 hours for me, 3.5 hours. Oh, Columbia, South Carolina, that's also about 3 hours from me. Dog days of summer situation. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Big Sal saying, like this video, you might win a membership. Every 5 likes equals a membership. Dude, that is so awesome. We're up to 71. Speaking of OLED, I read that they can't have burn-in. I've heard people go back and forth on it. I don't know. There is no nudity, only Zool. I was happy to be able to cut mine out the way the edit went. I think you still see me shirtless, partly, and like my hip, my back, like moving, like I'm doing something with the actress. Yeah, they can have burn. I've heard people say that, but honestly, I don't I'm not going to leave it on something. And I feel like they've gotten more advanced. The one that I told that I wanted was the reasonable price was the C3. And it's got a lot of good reviews, the LG C3. I haven't seen the hotspot, Mozart. So Becca might have seen the most of my movies in here. Becca, did you see Creature Feature too? Did you see that as well? There's some debate of which one of my movies is the steamiest, which one has the most nudity. But Realm of Souls and Creature Feature, the distributor made me go back and add some. And the Japanese distributor, I don't know if it's on the Tubi cut or not, but the Japanese distributor for Buried Cane also made me do the extended scene, a couple of extended scenes that I had cut to minimize it. I'm probably going to get a mini LED QLED eventually for my living room, because my living room is so bright with those giant TVs. With giant windows, and I can't cover because they're like big half moon windows, like 20 feet up the wall. And so it's too bright for an OLED in there. So eventually I'm just going to try to get like an 85-inch mini LED that's bright as hell. How was that? Was it a good looking 4K, the No Country for Old Men? John Doe, your stuff is on the way too, man. Everybody who got something from me, I apologize for it taking so long to get it sent out. Canadian Maker Project, what is up? Steve, what are your top 2024 horror flicks? Yours are Handling the Undead, Late Night with the Devil, Alien Romulus, Maxine and the Substance. Well, Out of all those, I've only seen Late Night with the Devil. But I love Late Night with the Devil. I just haven't. Oh, and I saw Werewolves the other night. I actually really liked Werewolves. I thought it was fun. It's got it's got plot holes or whatever, but it reminded me of watching an 80s horror movie. 3 away from 5 more members, Big Sal said. Barry Kane, strap in. I mean, hold on for nudity. But like, you know what, Becca, though, I look back at it, even though I had to add a little bit from the distributor, like the type of gritty movie and steamy movie that is, it fits. It does not feel out of place at all. I've heard Strange Darling was good too, and I really want it. There's like a 4K set on Orbit that keeps selling out before I can get it, and it's only like $31. That's what I want. You'll have to tell me, Becca, does the nudity feel like way out of place? See, it's like it feels like because of the type of movie, it's very gritty, very steamy, sultry. Like it seems like it seems natural. Like Werewolves definitely does look like an 80s Stephen King movie. It does. It does. My son loved it. We had fun. We had fun watching it. Wow, we cracked 90 people in here. All right. Oh, and as soon as I said that, it dropped down. I ran them off. And 72 likes. You hated Strange Darlings. Interesting. I keep hearing a lot of people say how good it is. Oh, I had some other stuff. So did you guys hear? This is a big one for me. Reanimator is supposedly getting a 4K. Like anybody can talk about my movies with nudity, but Stuart Gordon, the minute you have a decapitated head going down on a woman and it shows it, you win. You win. Yeah, I added. It's so funny though. It was very different. Like they wanted it. They wanted stuff added to it. Mike Webb, all right, this NyQuil is kicking in. Y'all have a good night later. Mike, I appreciate the big $4.99 super chat on the way out. Get that NyQuil in and get better. Thank you so much again, Mike. I appreciate that. Those super chats, y'all, they really do help. 92 people. We're up to 92. Can we crack 100 tonight? Joseph, what's up? First thing going down. We were talking about Reanimator, where the decapitated head, like it shows him going down on Barbara Crampton, like sticks the head between her legs, like right there. See her pubic hair come. I mean, it's there. Yeah, Reanimator is great. Like it is a small company like that is putting out the 4K Gynosaurus Rex. Ignite Films, yes, Ignite, yeah. You came in right at the right time, Joseph. But Joseph, you did miss the news that potentially found out today that if you just joined that my film Bring Me a Dream may be getting put out by Vinegar Syndrome. Got the word today from Magnolia Pictures, the current distributor on it. So hopefully that all works out. And you all get to buy my shitty movie with great artwork. So, but I love Vinegar Syndrome, but I feel like if you got a movie that stars Tyler Mane and Martin Kove, that's probably ahead of a lot of movies that they have. It also has Jacqueline Betham in here, which if any of you ever watched Tyler Perry's Have or Have Not, she was like a lead on that show for like 5 years. Frailty definitely needs a 4K. I love that movie. Thanks. Yeah, listen, who knows? They probably won't give me a free copy. I'll have to buy the damn thing myself. But I'll buy it if I have to. Hopefully if they do it, they call me in. If they put, because surely it'll be a Blu-ray. They got it in 2.7K quality. That was the master. So that's more than twice a Blu-ray. they put out a Blu-ray. It's only ever been out on DVD. It'd be awesome if they called me in to do some commentary or something on it for special features. Canadian Maker Project, you're a Patreon member now too. I got to get you on that list too. I appreciate that, man. The Patreon really helps me out too. Really does, because they don't take as much as YouTube does. They better not censor Ghosts of Mars. If I'm telling y'all, I'm real close to like messaging them and say, I want you to take this back. But because I don't want to support censorship at all. But if I get another one that's censored, they'll hear from it big time. I would never approve of 4K on it, I don't think, because its max resolution was 2.7K. So they would have to AI increase it. So I probably wouldn't approve anything beyond a Blu-ray if I have that say so anymore. Look, and you know what's bad is this thing looks phenomenal too. The 4K looks incredible. But how you censor it and cut out a butt squeak. I'm going to get off on a tangent again. I don't think it's Scream Factory, Austin. The word is the director oversaw it. So it would have had to been him. But the Reanimator, because all I have is there is a somewhere. I have the Arrow like naked Blu-ray here. And that's all I have. I love that in 4K, and I cannot wait to get From Beyond from 88 Films, that 4K. I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait. I agree, Austin. They should have said, no, we can't do that. Is the nudity still in the Riddick director's cut? I got to tell you, I did not watch it all the way through. I skimmed towards the end to check that scene. The From Beyond is a new scan. New scan and new artwork. They should be a replacement disc. I'll do a compare of Vinegar Syndrome and the 88 Films. Whenever it gets here. Sacco is actually sending that to me. So I super appreciate that. I love that movie, y'all. I love that movie. So as soon as I get it, I'll definitely do that comparison. I'll deep dive into that shit. But I think what bothers me the most is you have a 4K restoration. It says approved, supervised, and approved by the director and writer, but you have the theatrical and the unrated director's cut. If you wanted to change it for the theatrical cut, I don't agree with it, but fine. But like the unrated cut, why in the fuck would you take it out of the unrated? I'm very irritated. I do not like censorship. I do not. Vampires, but I don't think John Carpenter would allow that shit. Right, Mozart. That's the whole point of unrated, is no holding back. Trying to catch up on the chat. Oh yes, Marty, Frequency. I love Frequency. It was on a while back, a few months ago. I did 10 movies that you might have missed or awesome movies you haven't seen. I love Frequency. Frequency is really good. You wonder if it's a downfall of Screen Factory. I'm more concerned if people start saying, "Hey, they're censoring." You're saying you're getting off streaming because they censor stuff, but they're censoring physical media now. That's my big concern. My not just for one boutique, but in general. Because if it starts getting around that, oh, they're censoring 4Ks and Blu-rays now, we've lost. We've lost. I have not watched Twin Peaks yet. The theatrical does have the butt squeeze. You can Google, or it's on YouTube. I haven't watched Twin Peaks yet because, like I was talking about earlier, we have I feel bad right now if I take time to watch something that's not a Christmas movie because I only got a couple more weeks to watch Christmas movies. Becca, thank you. Thank you. $5 super chat from Becca. Thank you, Becca. Hoping to see more of your movies. Keep doing what you're doing, and thanks for all you have done. Congrats on Realm of Souls. It's actually Bring Me a Dream, but thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Becca. Look and check your mail. You might have to check it for a long time out there, apparently. Steve, I agree. I've been banging the drum for vampires for a while, and people are like, "You like that shit?" Because I put it on my top 25 favorite vampire movies of all time. It's in my top 10. I love vampires. It is a Western that's vampires, and I like James Woods and the whole anti-hero thing. I love it. Oh, Joseph, I put you on the vampires with my list. Listen, man, that's awesome because, like I said, I like James Woods. I like the whole vibe. I like the whole. I mean, people call them anti-heroes now, but for me, it's almost biblical. Like if you read the Bible, God didn't pick the best people necessarily, or the best outwardly people that looked like they were great people to do the right things. He picked the people who had flaws and had problems, but in the end, when it was up against it, would do the right thing. And that's, to me, that's the whole concept of an anti-hero. And that's what James Woods and his posse are in that movie. They're like, they're not great guys. They're not like goody two shoes, but when it's up against it, they're the ones that's going to do the right thing to save people. And I really like that vibe. Yes, Gone with the Wind's I love Gone with the Wind. I think it's one of the best movies ever made. It should be on 4K, and it should not be censored in any way. It's amazing, isn't it, Joseph? Like, even for me, The Thing, and I'm a huge Kurt Russell fan, but I never told the story a bunch. I never until like within the past year gave The Thing its proper due, and now I could watch it every day. My dad used to say, "Son, you're gonna love this movie. You're gonna love this movie." And now he's gone, and I just wish I could say, "Dad, you were right about that one." Abide by community standards. Keitel, yeah, Bad Lieutenant. Which brand is more dependable for a player? I have both the Samsung, or the Samsung, not the Samsung. I actually do have the old Samsung from 2016 when it came out. It was like $700. I have the Sony XM2 800 or 800 XM2, and I have the Panasonic UB820. They're both great. They're both great. If you need something that is going to be to play region-free Blu-rays, because the 4K should mostly all be region-free, but if you need something that's going to play region-free Blu-rays, go with the Sony. Yes, Swanee. Yes, something about people, because it's more believable. Nobody's a perfect goody-goody, right? It's more believable that people have flaws, but in the end, that person's going to do the right thing, and they'll lay their ass on the line to save someone else. Fright Night and Lost Boy. I think my vampire list, Lost Boys is number 1 for me. Fright Night is number 2 for me. Tyler, what is up, man? Tyler in the house. Tyler been a channel member since like day 1. Oh, Insomniac. That's awesome. I love the thing now. And I wish more than anything I could tell my dad that he was right, that I love that movie. Because I'd been in the room, I'd watched parts of it with him, but I just never would pay attention to it like he wanted me to. And I don't know why, because I'm a movie guy and always have been. Winchester 73, the 4K doesn't come out until it's pre-order. So it's, I want to say January 28th, something like that for Winchester 73. That movie definitely has a cursed object horror vibe to me. Near Dark is up there in my top 10. Even, you think even that's censored there, Patrick? I've seen some that I'm pretty sure is not censored. Same with me, Insomniac. It was free reign to watch what you wanted, as long if you talked like they did in the movie, if you use those kind of languages, or you did things like they did in the movie, you didn't get to watch them anymore. So at least where anybody could see, me and my brother didn't do those things. I didn't know. I hadn't heard about Mimic getting a 4K from Kino. Kino's been dropping 4Ks right and left here lately. I was about to say like it's their job, but I guess it is their job. Yes, William. That's what I had Paul on the mind when I was talking about that. He was the butcher of Tarsus. But he inside, like he was the man for the job. Some people have their own, like I always say, I live by like my own knight's code. And as long as you stay true to that code, you're probably a good person. You're going to be a good person. Kino does have a massive catalog. I wish they were better with their packaging too. I can't remember if Near Dark was Bram Stoker's Dracula was 3 for me. I believe it was. Yeah, 4K is definitely. There've been a lot of 4Ks coming out this year. Kino is dropping some bangers, and I want the Happy Gilmore 4K big time. I love Happy Gilmore. I think I've told the story on here. Like I was like 16 or 17 when Happy Gilmore came out, and my girlfriend broke up with me the day that it came out, and my buddy Lee we went to the movies to see Happy Gilmore to cheer me up. But I want the Happy Gilmore, the Billy Madison. I want the Blu-ray of Summer Rental. Summer Rental and Great Outdoors are probably my 2 favorite John Candy movies. I know they're doing Uncle Buck too, but I don't know if they just didn't have the elements for to do a 4K, because it says a 4K scan for Summer Rental. But I love Summer Rental. Summer Rental with the Jimmy Buffett soundtrack. I love it. Troy, First Night, Excalibur. They do all need 4Ks. My man Tyler Maine, who is in my movie Bring Me a Dream, he plays King Ajax in Troy. Row, you whores, Greeks are dying. I used to, every time I would see him, I'd be like, row, you whore. Greeks are dying. Hello. Risha flew back into the house. She had to fly to Florida this morning for work and come back in the same day. Go back and now, Joseph, when you watch Troy, you're going to think of that. Because I taught ancient history, like Greek and Roman classical studies. Like, you're going to think about that now. One more like, Big Sal says, we got to get to 75. Now you'll think about it. You'll see Tyler Maine doing that. And he swings that big, like, Warhammer thing. He was robbed against Hector. Yeah. John Cadney, classic 80s movies when movies were $3.50. Yeah. Have I heard if they started work on Happy Gilmore 2? But no, but judging by the announcements, the way they announced stuff and then they're announcing the release dates, I'm expecting you're going to see that in like February or March. One more. Oh, we jumped up to 79 likes, 85 people. We're only 6 likes away from breaking my 6 likes away from breaking my all-time record of likes on a live stream. Minority Report with Tom Cruise is a good one. There was one other thing. Did you guys see that Umbrella? We're talking about vampire movies. Yeah, new record for likes if we get past 84. 84 is the record. Did you guys see that Umbrella has already announced their April drops? I mean, they are like working into the future here. They're out here, like, we're still in December. People are announcing, like, they announced January, February. Umbrella's like, yeah, here's our April stuff. Like, what? But they do have one coming. I actually have 2 coming out that I really want. And Daybreakers. They got Daybreakers on 4K. They just announced for April. But that's so long out. It's like hard to even imagine worrying about that yet. Yeah, here's our 5-year plan. Like, dude, just slow down a little bit. But Daybreakers coming out on 4K. And then they're doing a Blu-ray. I wish they'd have done a 4K. They got to get to where they do more 4Ks. Umbrella April drops that will come out physically next November. They got to speed up. They need to slow down on the announcements, focus on more 4Ks, and speed up getting the stuff out. But they also announced the Blu-ray set of Black Death with Sean Bean. I think that's pretty underrated. I kind of like that movie. It's kind of depressing, kind of like, but it's I don't know. I kind of like it. I like period stuff like that. But yeah, when I saw, I was like, man, that was yesterday. Like, y'all already dropping April? Like, yeah, anything with swords. I'm pretty much there. Big Sal gifting 5 more AVA Pop Culture memberships. Oh, man, thank you, Sal. And hey, I think that puts us to 100 members on the channel, roughly, right there, if my math is right. And 87 likes. We have now officially broke my record for live stream likes. So Jay got a membership. 00711 got a membership. Mad Art Mark got a membership. Eli got a membership. All right, Eli. Carbonite Dreams got Carbonite Dreams. I like that. Got a membership. Yeah, I'm glad to see Eli got one. Eli is the man. Big Sal, that's right. We broke records, baby. Broke records. Up to 88 likes. We still got 90 people in here hanging out. And I'm not even giving in. I haven't even given anything away. I didn't have to bribe anybody to come in. Just talking movies and hanging out. But is anybody else a fan of Daybreakers? Is that one that is like Daybreakers one that moves the meter for anybody on 4K? It's a pretty good vampire movie. Ethan Hawke. Thumbs down, huh? Canadian maker project. Didn't hate it. I think I think vampires will have a good transfer. I do. I would love 30 Days a Night to get one. 100 likes. Let's get there today. We're at 90. We got a shot at it. 94 people in here. Marty, what's up? Got it, baby. We're going. We're going. Boom. I think 30 Days a Night, because it's so dark throughout the movie, a 4K, it could really help that. We're the only ones who will talk movies with you. Like, I feel the same way. Like, I get on here, I'm so excited to talk movies. Like, my son will watch them with me, and I can drag Risha into watching some sometimes, but like, nobody's gonna get excited the same way I do. Like, it's like unless I come and talk to everybody here. Like, holy shit, did you see what they released? And people, everybody else around me is like, okay. I come on here and be like, did you see they released this? And everybody's like, hell yeah. I hope that they give us In the Mouth of Madness at least before they give us The Ward on 4K. Damn, Ben watched my entire October watch list. That's a lot of movies. Oh, you only got a couple more days to wait there, Canadian maker. And you're going to have Demolition Man. I can't wait to watch it. But like I said, like right now, I'm siding on Christmas movies. Like later tonight, me and my son will definitely watch, because I got to get it'll probably come out tomorrow or the next day, my 10 or 15 best, my rankings, official rankings, but I watch everything before I rank it. So, we'll see if this makes my top 10 or 15 list of best Christmas horror movies. I'm also working on, I'll tell you guys a little bit of what's coming up on the channel. I'm also working on a top 15, or it actually may be top 20 by the time it's over with. Best non-traditional Christmas movies list. And then I'm starting to work on my Criterion watch list as well, like where I'm going to do my Chase's Criterion Closet reviews, where I'm going to pick some of my favorite people doing my favorite Criterion Closet picks, watch and review and rank the movies that they picked in their Criterion Closet. So I got some of that coming. I've got January is going to be like murder, mystery, and noir stuff too. Feel like that fits in with the winter. I'll do a winter movie watch list in January. So I got some good stuff coming. Melvin, I have to admit, I haven't heard anything about Violent Night Violent. I'm thinking Violent Nature. From what I heard, Violent Night 2 is happening. It's happening. I don't know if it's going to be ready for next Christmas or not, but I have heard it is 100% happening. The 13th Warrior is a good movie. I like when he all of a sudden can understand what they're saying. Yeah, the 28 years later is crazy. I just saw that trailer. Face Off 2 still in the, I hadn't heard about that. Dark Angel with Dolph Lundgren. I'm trying to think, I'm trying to think if that's the movie that my buddy Mike Milligan is in with him. Is that a newer movie, Joseph? Dark Angel, is that a newer movie? New 4K release, okay. My buddy Mike Milligan, who was in Buried Kane, he's been in a lot of stuff. He was in a movie with Dolph Lundgren, and now I can't remember the name of it. But that's just been within the last like 5 years or so. Oh yeah, 1990. Yeah, no, he would have been popping pimples in 1990, or not even the guy there yet. Let's see if I can find out what it is. He's also in the show Outer Banks. By Night's End, is that it? No, that's not it. He was in The Purge. He was in Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Don't Kill It. That's the name of the movie that Milligan is in with Dolph Lundgren. Don't Kill It. Oh, I Come in Peace. Okay. I have seen that then. I have seen that. They changed that title to that? That's interesting. Liquid Snake, what are we talking about? We're talking about all kinds of things. We're talking about Riddick getting censored, and I can't stand it, and I want my money back. We're talking about my movie, Bring Me a Dream, possibly getting released by Vinegar Syndrome if Magnolia Pictures can do the deal. We're talking about my upcoming videos that I'm going to do. We're talking about Reanimator getting a 4K. We opened up Demolition Man and unboxed that. We got all kinds of good shit happening here. 90 right now. It's a 94 likes would be. Right now I see 94 people and 93 likes. Maybe my likes are just behind by one. Maybe I should go on there from my phone and like it myself. Yeah, Tyler, you came in late, so I got an email about 2 hours from before the live stream from Magnolia Pictures about this. They are negotiating that this gets released by Vinegar Syndrome, hopefully as a Blu-ray, because I delivered this to them. It's only ever been released in DVD. I delivered this though as the master in. It was 2.7K, so it's not 4K, but it's over twice as much as a Blu-ray. So it'd be nice to see them do a Blu-ray release with the artwork. They were already discussing all that. I just got that email before we came, a couple hours before we came on. So I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I hadn't even got to tell Risha yet because she's been traveling today. I hadn't even got to tell her yet. And nothing is official. It could all fall through. You have no idea. I'm going to tell her. So Magnolia Pictures, when they also had to tell me that they finally sent me a check that they owe me. They are negotiating. They're down the road with getting Vinegar Syndrome to release this. They told me today. That's very exciting. Very exciting. Yay. Yeah, they censored. If you didn't know, I'll get all riled up again. I'll get all pissy. They cut out a shot where at the very end where Vin Diesel squeezes Katie Sackhoff's butt as they're like, having some callback sexual banter back and forth to one another. And they cut it out. And it's fully clothed, just a little butt squeeze. And it still shows her reacting to it, and her saying the line back to him that he said earlier in the movie. Complete and utter shit. Complete and utter shit. Sorry. I don't like censorship. Keep the positivity going on that release. Yeah. Yep. Big Sal, we're at 95. Yeah, I think it's, dude, and you can see like they have to like jump cut it, and then they have to do like the fade to black real quick to get around it. Like it's so irritating. Oh, Insomniac. Oh, I didn't say the people were likable in Exists. I like the movie. Like, you can root for them to die, and there's a good reason why they're being hunted in that movie. I like that at the end. You know, it's the same person that did Blair Witch. I agree, Tyler. Like, you don't like in the fact that it is. I'll do it again. I'm gonna pound this drum. The fact that it is supervised and approved by the director. So it's on the director. Have the courage of your convictions, chicken shit. That's what I would say. No, it's not in the theatrical cut on here either. I watched both cuts. It's cut out of both of them. It's cut out of both cuts on here. Oh, Insomniac, you're yelling at the movie Exists. I mean, the people are not likable, but it's a good Bigfoot movie to me. It's very realistic. And like the reason the Bigfoot is violent is realistic. See, I have to be honest. I have to be honest, Patrick. If I had known that they censored this even 2 seconds, I wouldn't have bought it. I won't support it because it can just lead to more and more and more and more, and then we have no advantage over streaming. Oh, the kids were idiots, but it's a horror movie and found footage at that. Look how stupid the kids are in Blair Witch. I mean, they're friggin' stupid. That's what I'm saying, Tyler. It's the slippery slope thing. The lack of censorship is one of the big advantages physical media has. You start cutting out a couple seconds here because you think it might offend people, a couple seconds there, then it becomes more and more and more, and then it's like, why don't we just AI that out? Let's AI that out. And next thing you know, fuck it, it's all gone. Yep, that's what it that's my fear, John Doe Juggalo. And you guys, John Doe has a channel too. That's my fear is it's 2 seconds, just 2 seconds here. It's just this little thing. Then it's just this thing. If we're gonna cut out that, let's cut out this too, because that's sending the wrong message. So let's cut out that too. And next thing you know, they've chopped 3 minutes off the movie. They're using, like they did with Adventures in Babysitting, AI to change dialogue and shit like that. Am I going to be having treats with any of my Christmas movies? You know, that's a. Yes. She just said yes from the other room. So, what's that? She said, "What kind of treat should I have with my Christmas movies?" I'm going to do non-traditional movie. So, my next 2 lists for Christmas are Christmas horror movies and non-traditional Christmas movies. So, you got to think of something to go with that. Gingerbread cookies are easy. We brought back a bunch of delicious iced gingerbread cookies from Disney World that were good. Friday 13th is this Friday. Yep, my son's football banquet is on Friday. We got 101 people in here. Heck yeah, guys. 101 people. Have some mixed nuts in a cup. That's mixed nuts in a beer works for me. I have tons of them in there. I eat them all the time. Walnuts, peanuts, cashews, honey roasted nuts, but most of the time just like Walnuts, peanuts, cashews. I love pecans. Like, ooh, chocolate mint popcorn bars. So one of my favorite things that Risha makes, because I love peppermint, you guys, like, I'm a peppermint-aholic all year round. I love peppermint. And Risha makes peppermint bark with dark chocolate because I love dark chocolate. She makes it with milk chocolate too. It's good both ways, but that's one of my favorite things. And she's gotten out of making it this year, this far. Now he just suckered her. She has 100 people live being like, oh yeah, now I got to make it. Joe Bob Riggs is doing, yeah, Friday he's doing the Christmas thing. I guess talking about treats ran everybody off. We just had got like 102 people. Now we're down to 88. Ken's live stream just started, I think. So probably if he's doing it tonight. So people are like, I'm going to go see what Ken's doing. This will not stand. We're at 99. Oh, or can we get to 100 likes? We'll see. What else did I have written down for us to talk about over here? Oh, I don't know if you guys saw, they all went to get a snack. Yeah, talking about the food. I don't know if you guys saw my video today in the wild hunting 4Ks, but I almost screwed up and bought the Dollars trilogy on Blu-ray with the slips because I wasn't paying attention to the fact that they were Blu-rays and not the 4Ks. And I almost screwed up. And now, though, like Ken and everybody else, because, I don't have a big enough channel yet, so nobody sends me anything to review. I'm not important enough. I just made films for 20 years, restored films, edited with films, taught film. I'm not important enough. But I didn't get a card in mine. We opened it up. But it looks like we are going to get the Dollars trilogy from Arrow. So I'm glad that I didn't buy them from Kino. Not that I have anything against Kino, but I would love that set together. Oh, Big Sal, we got to 100 and Sal dropped 5 more AVA culture, Pop Culture memberships. Damn, man, you are killing it. Trainer DC, Mike Webb. Mike, you got one. Quacks, Jason Brown, Leonardo. All right, man, 5 more. We are definitely over 100 members. Now I'm gonna have to change the way I do my graphics on screen, or it's just gonna cover me up at this point. Big Sal, I appreciate that, man. I really, really do. I do. Yeah, Sal is now an Icon member too, so he's got to email me so that I can mail him his swag because he's a Icon member. Oh, Jorge asked, what do I think is the best 4K release of the year? Well, I can't tell you that yet because so later this month, that's another video that's coming. I have my top 10 4Ks of the second half of 2024. And then in January, early January, I will release my top, maybe on New Year's Eve, even, or New Year's Day. I will release my top 20 4Ks of 2024. I will say that Matinee is in the running. Conan is in the running. Little Darlings is great. I think Friday the 13th is really good. There's a lot, and I will go through and recheck them before I decide. Criterion came in with one. It's one of the best that I've seen. Where'd it go? Down there somewhere. It's Risky Business. Risky Business is great. Rebecca De Mornay looks like an angel in there. That 4K is ridiculous. Yeah, Risky Business. Yep. Nah, Risky Business is good. I don't know. I don't know if it's getting that high. It is so good. That 4K is good though, man. It is good. Southern Comfort from Vinegar Syndrome, Stealth, man. But that sucker, that Walter Hill film, because they filmed that in tough conditions. What? Oh yes, Risha reminded me. This 4K is incredible. Right here. It is. Oh, Canadian Maker. If you haven't seen Risky Business, do yourself a favor and check that one out. Joseph, thank you, my friend. Thank you. A $10 super chat from Joseph. I appreciate that, man. I really, really do. Super chats, y'all, they really, really help. They do. It really does. Like, I don't know how to, like, I don't have StreamYard because I don't subscribe for $50 a month to StreamYard because I don't make $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 or more off of my channel each month. So I don't subscribe to StreamYard. So I can't do all the fancy stuff like pop all y'all up there, but I really do appreciate it. You guys don't know, Joseph Vincent has a massive channel. Like 1.5 million subscribers. He does these awesome things. He sent me this thing where he did Karate Kid, like a documentary, mockumentary, like film thing. You guys got to check out his channel. It's got some good shit. I don't think you're ever going to get a 4K of Legend, Marty. I think the best you're going to get is Arrow's Blu-ray because the elements are in such bad shape. I got to give my analogy of driving in the fog. You drive in the really foggy outside and you turn on, you would think turning on the high beams would help you see more. That's like raising it to 4K. But if you turn on the high beams, all you see is more fog and it's hard to see. You see more imperfections. If you keep them on low beams, you can see clearly the ground in front of you. That's kind of the same thing with the Blu-ray is we can make this Blu-ray look really sharp, but if we try to raise it to 4K, we're going to see more and more. It's going to highlight more and more of the problems in the film. Hitcher 4K is one that might make the list. Late Night with the Devil. There's a lot. Like I will go back heavy. This one, like, because my first list will be of the second half of 2024. And then maybe you guys let me know. Maybe New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I'll drop the best of 20, the best 25. Maybe I'll do the top 24 of 2024 4Ks. Panic Room is coming in February. Another sneaky release that is great this year. Some more tips. This thing is really good, and this movie is really good. Off-Road Crazy, did you hear something about a Maximum Overdrive 4K? I haven't heard anything. If there's a Maximum Overdrive 4K, there'll be like smoke coming off of my credit card for that. I could be broke and I could have $35 to buy myself food for the week or buy that 4K, and I'd buy that 4K. This is a really good 4K right here too. Oh man, the opening scene of Stepfather, you are not prepared for the opening scene of Stepfather if you haven't seen it. Oh man, you are not prepared. You are not prepared. A good boutique vendor for beginners, I think, is probably the two for beginners is probably Screen Factory, Shout Studios, and Kino Lorber. I think they're going to have the most wide range of titles, and they're going to tiptoe you into packaging so that you're not overwhelmed by packaging to start with. Where's my OnlyFans? How late am I going tonight? I don't know. I really hadn't planned on going this late, but I'll hang out if you guys, a little bit longer. I don't think anybody is lining up for my OnlyFans. I have the last Starfighter 4K, and it's really good. I did break records tonight, Ben. I did. 2 more likes. We're at 105. We get 2 more likes. Are you serious? Ooh, Joseph, Repo Man is a good one. It is a good one. That is a real good one. I haven't heard anything on Armageddon 4K. It's Disney. If they do, Sony will put it out and it's going to be a $65 steelbook. Darren, I shop at the same stores as you, a fellow Gwinnetian. All right, man. Gwinnett County in the house. I love my a spoiler. You're going to get another. I went on another hunt. I had to go back to my favorite CD warehouse, and I went somewhere else too. On a couple places on another hunt coming up. Like 4 places actually. But I went to my CD warehouse over on Pleasant Hill Road in Gwinnett is stocked all the time. And the last time I got to go back because the last time I was there 5 or 6 days ago, or 4, it wasn't 5 or 6, 4 or 5 days ago. As I was going out, they had like 4 or 5 massive boxes of like DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks that were coming in. He had no idea what was in the box. I don't think he has OnlyFans, but if he did, that would be popular. Do guys have OnlyFans? I don't know. Oh man, so I've got to take a trip over to Kennesaw so I can go to that CD warehouse and go to Second and Charles. Just feet stuff. Master and Commander. I only saw that in the theater. I have not seen that since. I really want the 4K of Willow, the Steelbook, but I can't buy anything else right now. I overspent on Black Friday. I did that whole thing on the budget, and like that's all the money I got. I can't buy. I can't. I'm so broke I can't pay attention. So, and that Steelbook's like $50. I miss the Buford location of Second Charles. That was I drive my son. I'm in Snellville, Georgia, and I drive my son to Buford, which is, depending on traffic, anywhere between 35 minutes and an hour and 15 minutes. And that was very easy. He plays football over there. So it was very easy to go to that one. And now it's just poof, gone. There's a Second Charles in Gainesville, Florida. Damn it. I wish I had known that. I just drove past Gainesville, Florida on my way back from Disney. Now that I know that, I go through Gainesville down 75 all the time. We'll have to get off there and go to that Second Charles. Ooh. Sacco, you're jealous. Are we arguing about OnlyFans in here? Yeah, I mean, Second Charles. Dr. Drew, dude, you're here in Georgia? Plan a trip to DVD. Yes. So that I keep wondering, and I've talked to the guy at Orbit. I wonder if everybody would be interested in me going and doing a video on Orbit DVD. So if everybody's interested in that, if I go to Orbit, you'll donate $50 to buy something there. All right. I want to plan to do that here like very soon. I feel like it'd be fun to go up there when it's cold. I like cold weather. I like bundling up. Okay, so you people, everybody would like you peoples, Ewans, y'all, you'd like that? I appreciate that, Joseph. That's nice, man. Because I feel like if I go up there, I got to make a pretty decent haul, right? You got to make a pretty decent haul if you're going up there. Yeah, if you go up there, you got to go for it. Maybe I should start an OnlyFans to pay for it. Man, Salmon dropping a big Sal with another gifted membership. Joshua Bridges, the lucky one. Just do it. Off-road. Sal has been in here. He's been like chunking it out tonight. He's like, here, you get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You get a membership. You get a membership. You get a membership. He's the Oprah of the AV Pop Culture here tonight. Yeah, Tropic Thunder. You people. Slightly ding section. I'm like, depending on what it is, that's Big Sal's giving away like 15 or 16 memberships tonight. Christmas special. So interesting enough, I've had some people ask me, I'm going to do a members only video and show you guys my whole like decorations in my house. So that'll be fun, right? And I invite you guys in. We're having a little Christmas party, not really a party, a get together, and much show around on Saturday. So I mean, it's not like a big thing. It's the only way I can't have everybody here. Obviously, everybody lives all over the place, but I can share you into my home for Christmas. Oh, what the hell? What is going on? I'm going to take you guys. I'm also going to do a little road trip to the house that I used to live in. That it was haunted too. That my first movie that I don't show anybody was about. Oh, Canadian Maker Project does 5 memberships. William gets one. All right, William, Nicholas, Jackie, Anthony, Jim Bob. I thought that was a Joe Bob Briggs in there for a second. Joe Bob Briggs thing. Canadian Maker Project. I appreciate it, man. I really do. I'm going to be so far. I'm going to have to create a whole new title card just for everybody that got on here tonight, got a new membership. That's like over 20 memberships tonight alone. If I go to, I appreciate that, Canadian Maker. I really, really do. That way, and I think it's cool because right now, like a lot of you guys will get to see some of that. Make sure if you just joined tonight, or if you haven't joined, or if you've been a member, make sure you watch that stuff because it's fun. You get to see like behind the scenes of some of my film stuff. You get to see like gag reels from special features. You get to see like where I brought everybody into my house for the Halloween party that we had here. Just fun stuff, like some real talk, like candid talk about stuff. when I was out filming, special hunts, all kinds of stuff on there. To make sure you moon the camera. I think we'll get demonetized. Yeah, I love to see it. Love to see it. The pink lights are calming. So interesting thing about that, they're when you look at them live, this is how you got to know about lighting and how it picks up on camera, because they're not pink. It's not pink. It shows up pink, but it's not pink. The jacket is busting. Busting makes me feel good. It's actually like a bluish purple white mix. It's 3 different colors. Busting makes me feel good. What show is that? Does he show Peen? Who is that? What show? What show are we talking about? I never showed that. It never got shown in the movie. No. Like, I can change the color of those lights pretty easy. More blue. You can go red. But I have a set mix where I got to get it back to my mix. The blue is kind of nice and cool, like Christmassy. Monster Squad 2 would be awesome. I would love to remake Monster Squad. I'm making more shirts still. I'm still trying to design all that, like the naked 4Ks. No, don't go naked, like in the little the like 4K like character guy with arms, and he's chasing after his slip cover, and it says "Don't go naked." And then there's another one where he's throwing off the slip cover, and it says "Go naked." But like, I'm having to design those myself. Like, that doesn't exist. I'm having to design those, like, with my, and I'm like a different kind of artist. I'm not like a realism. I think a lot of you guys have seen this. Like, that's my painting over there, but I do cartoon style. So kind of like that. Sacco, I appreciate it. Sacco with a $10 super chat says he's got Bring Me a Dream queued up and ready to go here at the Sacco compound. All right, Rocco Sacco, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. But the question is, will you upgrade? if Vinegar Syndrome, is it worth the upgrade? Is it worth the upgrade? I'm going to say yes, it's worth the upgrade. There we go. That's just a more true light. Gonna stream the dream. William asks, I may have answered this question, but am I planning to make another movie? Yes. So I want to do at least one more, because when I did Bring Me a Dream, it was never supposed to be my last one. I have 2 scripts. And I have a third one that I actually have 3. I have 2 completed scripts. One of them was actually published. It's the published one that I have. And I have another one that's completed called Diner 27. It's a sci-fi thriller horror. All takes place in a diner. And kind of go flashbacks to how people got there. And it's a big mystery, all this kind of stuff. And then I have a script for a classic Halloween horror anthology that's kind of a sequel to Creature Feature. Yeah, I hate this DVD art right here. I hate it. Day 1 upgrade. There we go, baby. I love to hear it. Love to hear it. You got to love it. You got to love it. Oh man, if I could only get uh a chunky box. Like I want to design my own. I probably, unless I can get Vinegar Syndrome or somebody to put it out, I'm probably going to self distribute Dark Roads and do a recut of that. And like maybe I'll make my own chunky boxes. How close am I to my roof goal? For fixing my roof. So I've got it about like my whole $12,000 worth of repairs. I think I've got like $5,800 left to pay. But like I also had when we had that last flooding, like right after that, it flooded out. I have like my house is on a crawl space, and it flooded out my hot water heater. And even though my mom has a plumbing company, she was able to get us a tankless water heater to put in to replace it. Still $1,700 her cost. So that kind of kicked me back hard a little bit. I got to watch Twin Peaks, man. It's just so hard. Like I said, I feel like I'm cheating on Christmas if like over the next 2 weeks, if I have time to watch something and it's not Christmas related. What is English SDH? I don't know. You out of here, William? It's in the setup of the menu of my movie. I don't know. Standard day? I have no idea. I have not watched this DVD since I got it. I mean, I can watch it uncompressed on my monitor. Becca would not be opposed to another Barry Kane. There, just so you know, Becca, there is a sequel script to that movie. There is. Canadian Maker, I appreciate everything tonight. I appreciate you joining in. I appreciate the gifts. I appreciate you gifting those memberships. I appreciate all your support. Enjoy your dog walk out there and stay warm. It's got to be cold up there. Oh yeah, like you talking about Twin Peaks, Ben? Is disc rot real? I guess maybe for some people it is. Knock on wood, I've never experienced that problem. All right. Okay, Carly. Blake's Giants. So just so you know, you may see that movie on my best alternative Christmas movies, or not alternative, non-traditional Christmas movies. It's a blizzard out there, Canadian Maker Project. I'm kind of jealous. I love snow. Yeah, I liked Just Friends. I love Just Friends. It was actually on my 25 days of Christmas watch list that I did it December 1st. Oh my. So we're going off the rails a little bit in there, aren't we? Yeah, it's some kind of caption, closed caption, but you should be able to, it shouldn't just automatically come up, I wouldn't think. You talking about Blake? You talking about Blake? You talking about Santa Claus the movie? That's the name of it, Santa Claus the movie. That's right. We just got a bunch of LOLs. Yeah, with Dudley Moore. Yeah, that was not on my watch list, but like I grew up watching that movie. I was like 6 when that came out. Lord. I see Becca, you're saying yes, you're talking about to the Buried Kane sequel. The only like because like my Lance is one of my best friends, the guy who played CJ in Buried Kane. So getting him back is no problem. Getting everybody else back, I would have to alter the script because some of those people don't even act anymore. And basically, in case you don't know this, Becca, Christian and CJ are basically based on me. They're both sides of my personality, just in split into each individual. Backwards baseball hat. I use like when I can't see, I always go back. I put it backwards, or you know. But like right now, that light over there, it makes me squint. So Mozart's Ghost just saw screenshots of Demolition Man 4K. It blows away Warner. So I will probably review that one. I know everybody is probably already reviewed it, so it's like, and I know I probably irritate people sometimes because I probably sound like an arrogant know-it-all when I review stuff because I also review it from like a filmmaking standpoint, and I'm not trying to like show other people up. I just look at different things than they do. I have no moderator in here. William, you've had no issues with disc rot. Gotta keep it on the level in here, guys. Gotta keep it on the level. Does it say how to use the sea? If only it used the seashell. If it told you how to use the seashells, you know, if they marketed this as they explained in special features on here, if they explained in special features on here how to use the 3 seashells, I think they would have sold out of this in 24 hours. They'd have sold out of it. If they said, if you buy this disc, the special features, the whole thing about the 3 seashells is explained, they'd have sold out instantly. I honestly think that. It has that that paper smell that all the Arrow stuff has. Dr. Drew, do you know Carly is just last movie standing on an alternate account? I'm dead. Oh God. That, you know what? That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That is some shit. That is a funny thought. Last movie standing is my friend Brian, and he is very into crazy stuff. Crazy, like he is into the raunchy comedies and all that kind of stuff. Love Brian. I actually talked to Brian on the phone for the first time we talked on the phone. We actually talked on the phone about movies for like 5 hours the other day. Yeah, you missed a fair amount. I'm gonna go about another 5 or 10 minutes here. Probably go to about 10:30. Yeah, we talked for like 5 hours. I was helping him figure out that there's something wrong with his TV. And that's very hard to do over the phone. So we're having to send pictures and video back and forth. And then we just chatted. He's got to get a new TV. But I was also walking him through like how, like, we were trying to figure out how to like try to fix it. Cause I mean, TV is a major purchase. So we were trying to walk through how to fix it. And like, that's hard to do when it's not right in front of you. So it took a little while. Oh, it was so much fun. My Arisha was in here and she's like, y'all had like a high school bro conversation there. It was fun. Talk movies. I'm telling you guys, it's nice to make money off of YouTube and everything else and grow your channel and hopefully you make to support your hobby and help your life and all that kind of stuff. But I love movies, so it's fun to talk about them. Right, Joseph. Like, I mean, it's like, oh, a videographer on a cruise line. That's awesome. We're going we went on a Disney cruise earlier this year, man. And there's our first class. Gonna pop in the last video source. Thanks, Trainer DC. Yeah, I gotta check that one out here soon. It is easy to talk forever about movies. Oh Lord, more than college. I mean, I could see it. I could see it on a cruise ship. Thank you, Becca. Becca says, thank you for what you're doing for this channel, all of us who love movies and giving us your perspective. I'm glad that you all that so many people so fast have found the channel and enjoy what I'm doing. All kidding aside, because I love doing it. I absolutely love doing it. And gives me an outlet just as much as you do. So it's like this, what do they call it? The symbiotic relationship, right? And I love it. I love it. When we went out of town, it was fun to be out of town. It was fun, like with the family and Christmas and everything else. But I still missed like talking movies. There's stuff happening, stuff coming out, and I'm like, oh man, I want to talk to people about it. And I'm sure my family gets tired of hearing me talk about it. So, and I love them to death, but I'm sure I don't want to drive them crazy. Appreciate that, Blake. Ben, thank you. All about the details, baby. We'll go to 10:30. We got a few more minutes. There are still 78 of us in here. Joseph, I appreciate everything. I appreciate the support, man, and the super chats and everything. I really, really do, man. I really, really do. And I really appreciate it. Ben, you would have never known about Demons and Reanimator or Winchester 73 without me. Hopefully you'd have stumbled on them eventually, but I love the fact that you found those through my channel because those are 3 great movies. Toga, toga, toga. Really good ones. That Demons 4K. That thing is good. That is a great 4K. I got to look and see when that one came out. Is that second half of the year or first half of the year? I got to make sure I get that right when I do my video, like when they came out. Favorite mafia movie, Goodfellas, Godfather, etc. Yes, I actually do. You're probably gonna be surprised by them. My favorites are Donnie Brasco and Mobsters. Um, and Mobsters has Patrick Dempsey, Christian Slater, and they're playing Lucky Luciano and Meyer Lansky. Has a great cast in it. Underrated. I really like that movie. And Donnie Brasco, I love Donnie Brasco. Casino's really good. I like Mean Streets. Top 20 mobster movies. I'll get to that. I'll probably do that. I've discovered his movies since I started watching him. I think I turned him on to Some You Have. He knows the ones I can't discuss with others. I haven't seen Miller's Crossing. That is Coen Brothers, right? And Barry Sonnenfeld as the cinematographer on that, who's a director too. I'll tell you another good, like sneaky one is Hoodlum was pretty good. Like as a non-traditional one. I need to get. I think there is. Does Miller's Crossing have a 4K yet from Criterion? If not, I know where there's a used one setting for 12 Criterion Blu-ray setting for $11.99, I think, and I'm gonna go get it. What is it, Carly Cutesy? Know what? If it's just no 4K Criterion, I'm going back and it's probably gonna as soon as I do that, it's gonna be a 4K, right? But it's sitting there used at that CD warehouse for it's either $10.99 or $11.99. It's probably worth that. Just grab it. Hoodlum 4K would be cool. I'll tell you, like, I mean, I like a comedy version. I love Harlem Nights. I mean, it's more of a comedy, but it's the comedy take on gangster movies, and I really like Harlem Nights. I'll tell you a movie that this made me think of it that I would love to come to 4K. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but I grew up loving it. Was an amazing cast. Is Dick Tracy, Warren Beatty. I mean, that movie is loaded down with stars, and the colors in that would be great in a 4K. I gotta check on Miller's Crossing because if that's just a Blu-ray, that is setting over there for nothing. Oh, I love Harlem Nights. A 4K of that, instant buy. I still got to get. I'm a huge Eddie Murphy fan. I mean, he's like top 10 actors for me all time. I got to get the 4K set of Beverly Hills Cop. About a big Dick Tracy 4K set from Arrow or something. Man, that'd be hot. That'd be awesome. $110, Sal. Yeah, we're at 110. I never like and tonight I feel like I didn't have like didn't have anything to give away or anything, and just had some good shit to talk about and hang out and talk movies. The Godson? I don't think I've seen that. Look at Sal throwing one more down. You get a membership. You get a membership. You get one. Big Sal. Sal, you have to email me, man, at avawithchase@gmail.com. You have to email me so I can get stuff to so I can get somewhere to send you some stuff. Carly, we got to keep it cleaner. And they're going to go back and demonetize me. They'll go back and demonetize.
Love you. I'm creeping into 24 hours of bed up.
Oh, come on. You ought to be able to stay awake longer.
Yeah.
I have not seen The Irishman. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
It's going to require 3.5 hours of your time to watch it. The Minority Report would be a good chunky box. Isn't that Spielberg? Why can I not remember that for sure? I appreciate that, Becca. I like to give back when I can, when I have something cool. Yeah, I know Criterion has The Irishman. I almost bought it, but because they're doing every Scorsese movie, it seems like in 4K, I was like, as soon as I buy it, they're going to go 4K. Trying to go back up and see if I missed anything. I try to answer everybody. Like I told somebody the other day, I'm like, they said that I need to check my comments better. And I'm like, man, more than anybody, if you go look, I try to respond to everybody that makes a comment. I can't always do it, but about 99% I get to. Sometimes when there's a lot of comments in a row, like on videos, it doesn't notify me of all of them, but I always try to go back and look. Yep. Blu-ray curse. And it just got me with Criterion with Punch Drunk Love. I bought it and it was less than 48 hours later they announced the 4K. I did get the Lost Boys steelbook. It's over here somewhere. I think I showed it on my last live stream, but yeah, I was all over that because I missed it the first time around. I'm kind of shocked about that too, Marty. Socko, I'm too slow to win anyway. It partly does matter about your internet speed too. The Irishman's de-aging tech. I heard about that. I just felt like because I mean they've done Mean Street. I feel like they're going to do all the Scorsese on Criterion in a 4K. And Criterion's not going anywhere. And I have so much to watch, and I'm about to watch so much Criterion to do these Criterion Closet videos. I hope you guys like that. We'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna be fun because I'm gonna edit in like the videos of those people picking those movies. So hopefully it'll be fun. I have fun watching those. I watched Barry Sonnenfeld's today. He picked Miller's Crossing, by the way, because he was the director of photography, and he talked about how he got married at the wrap party for that movie. And Albert Finney paid $7,000 for a barge of fireworks to go off for him. I like I said, with Criterion, I like to pick things that fit into my taste and then let it expand further. And that's what I want to get Criterion only collectors to do with like Screen Factory and Vinegar Syndrome and stuff. Like, okay, you liked this movie with Criterion, so you'll like this movie with Screen Factory or Arrow or Vinegar Syndrome, and then let it expand you outward from there. Oh, yeah. Actors can be just in general strange. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to get off here. That's way longer than I was planning on going tonight. It's just such a good conversation. There's still 71 of us in here, and 111 likes that I see so far. That is awesome. Yeah, $7,000 on fireworks is nuts. Big Sal, I appreciate everything, my friend. I really do. Your support is incredible. All of you. Thank you all so much. Is there a Friday night chat coming up? Not this week. My son has, we have his football banquet, and we'll either do next Wednesday or next Friday, be the last one of the year, because I won't do one like the day. I probably won't do one like the 27th because it's like right after Christmas, but who knows? Maybe. But we'll see. There'll be one next Wednesday or Friday for sure. I'll let you all know. And so we'll definitely do one next week. I don't usually do more than one a week. Merry Christmas to everyone in case I don't see you again. Make sure you check out all my videos. Share the pop culture word. Make sure you use those Amazon links that I put in stuff in case you buy anything, because it does help. And I really do appreciate it very, very, very much. Thank you all so much. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year coming up. Happy college football playoffs, football season, Christmas movie watching, horror Christmas movie watching. Happy everything. Thank you all for joining me. And until next time, be kind, rewind like always. It's Chase with AV Pop Culture. And I'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye. See you later. If I can see how to turn it off. Bye-bye.